Okay, so good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 8th lesson of Microsoft Excel 2016. So today we have quite a lot of interesting topics too. Just allow me to share my screen. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see, sir.
Okay, so today's class we will focus on how to create the header, footer, how to print the Excel sheets, and how to print the charts. Because in the previous classes we have learned a lot about how to use Excel to create all the lot of data, charts, tables. So the next step is to print out, right? So you need to print the Excel. So it's a bit more tricky compared to Microsoft Word, because Word is very comparative to Excel is a bit easier to make the printout. But Excel, you may need to do a lot of adjustments before you print to have a good layout. Okay, so today we will focus on those topics. Okay. So first, we will learn about how to do the header footer. Okay, so this is typically the Excel sheet that you always use, right? Or you have multiple number of columns, rows. So you always create a lot of data. But remember, in Word, we have learned about header and footer. So same way you can do it for Excel also. So header means at the top, if you all can remember, and footer means at the bottom of the page. So similarly in Excel, you can do the same setup. How to do that? It's quite simple. Go to the insert tab. So this is the tabs. Go to the insert tab. Go to the text group. So each of these is one group, right? There's a line and another line. So in between this, everything is called a group. This is one group. This is, you see here, there's a name below. Tables group, illustrations group, add-ins group, charts group. So similarly, there's a text group. So you need to go to the text group and there is a header and footer. You click on it. The minute you click on it, you see here, the template appears here. So this is the header. As always, head is at the top. Foot is at the bottom below, right? So same concept. Header is at the top. Footer is at the bottom of the page. So in the header, there are a lot of informations that you can keep. So why do we keep header? So when you put a header, whatever information you want to display in this header will be displayed in each page when you print out. So that is why you keep it as a header. For example, now you want to keep this as you want to type some text, revenue report. You can keep it like this. And of course, I think you have learned before how to format this. You can go to the home button, font, you can change the font size, font type, bold, italics, color, all these changes that you can do to whatever you want. So you can do this way. Maybe now here, you also can give some other information. Here also you can give a lot of information. So first, you go to insert, and that's where you see the header and footer, right? So header and footer. Now you can see here, once you are in the header option, there's a new tab, design is shown to you. So now you can see here, there's a lot of options that you can keep here. For example, in the header, I want to keep the page number. So I keep here, I click the page number. Maybe here I want to put the file name. The minute I exit out of the header, you can see first page, this is the title I gave, revenue report, and my file name, MS Excel Lesson-8 Homework 2012. The name is also displayed here. So you can decide what information you want. If you don't want, just delete. If you don't want here, you just select it, delete, same way. If you leave it, there is nothing for no information will be displayed. You can see here, add header. You want to add, click on it, go to the design. There's a lot of options you can choose. Okay. And there is a lot of inbuilt information also that you can put from here also. You go to header, like there is a lot of default information that the computer will just recommend to you. But if you don't want this, you can keep your custom information. For example, you want to put this as a confidential document, date and page number, you can choose this. But there's no hard and fast rule that you need to follow this. You can create your own. Okay. Right? So example, again, I want to put this as a revenue. Okay. Okay. Yeah, change this to red. Change this to bigger size. The line I can do. Maybe here, sometimes maybe some of you want to prepare a report and put your company logo. Correct? You want to put a company logo, you can also do so. How? Go to design, go to picture. Click on the picture, insert from file. So if you want to put any picture, okay, I can go to select a picture, I click insert. This picture is too big. So that's why it is shown like this. So what can I do now? Now I have a problem. The picture is so big. So we can go back to insert. The picture is already here. Okay. So select the picture, go to format. Go to the format, you reduce the size. Now maybe small size. Correct. So you can adjust according to your requirement. So you want to put your company logo, you can put your company logo, or you want to put something safety first, some pictures, you can put it, whatever you want, you can do. Maybe I want to put the number of pages here. I just go to the design. I want to put the number of pages. Okay. Or you can choose anything. File name. I can choose. So this is how you can do the customization of your header. Okay. Anybody have any doubts? Hello.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt, sir.
How about Ganesh?
No doubt, sir.
Mainuddin, you understand? Clear? How about Mainuddin, Mia Shakil, Nurul?
Yes, sir. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt, sir.
Oh. Okay. So same way you can do for the footer. So just scroll below. You have the footer. Click here. You can insert the footer options as well. So same way. Okay, I want to keep this. I want to write like confidential. I want this report to say it is a confidential report. What is the date? What is the page number? So I can keep this. So now if I go to file, print, see here, you can see the print preview. You can see the top. Just give me a second. Okay, now you should be able to see. The header you created, the company logo, report name, file name. This is what we created. Then footer, we created the confidential report, date, and page number. You see second page. Now I go to second page. You still see the same information there. So this is very useful if you want the same information to be repeated in every page. You can use the header footer option. So it's very easy for you to have the information captured correctly. Okay. So this is header and footer.
So print set can go one more time.
Which one?
How you print out, you can see the review, right?
Yes. That's the next topic. So I will show you that. At that time I will explain to you how to print, how to see. I will explain that. That's the today's lesson, right? So you see here, I will show that.
Yeah.
Okay. So later I will. I'm going this topic only now. So I will explain in detail. So for now, just hold on to this. Okay. So next is to print the information. All right. So you may have a lot of data in your computer. You want to print it. Excel is a bit challenging because the number of columns may not come correctly inside the printout. So you may be having like some column go to the other page, so cannot see the data correctly. Anybody have this problem before? Anybody try this before? Okay, if not, no problem. Today we will see how to print. Okay, so first thing, how to print a document is file, go to print. So when you click this is the print window message. You see here. First thing is you'll see how many copies is required. So if you want like 10 copies, you can just keep changing this to 10. So computer can print for you 10 copies. You just need one, just change to one. Second thing is the printer name. So this one, you need to select what is the printer connected to your computer. So maybe in your office, they have already connected some of the printer in their network. So it's already connected to your computer. If you're not sure about how to add this, you can actually ask your company IT or some of your supervisor to help you out how to add the printer here. Okay. And then this is all the settings. So this we will look a bit later. First, you just understand about the print preview. When you give print command, automatically the Excel shows you the print preview, how the computer going to print your document. You see here, the first page is January. Okay. So you see here, there is total 1 of 6. That means there is total of 6 pages in this document. So I want to see the second page, how it looks like when it gets printed. I click here. You see here, January, some information is coming down. Okay, so February, some information is here. Again, February, some information is going to the third page. You see some column is missing. That's why it's coming to the side. So do you think this printout is correct? Will this printout be useful for you? If I print like this?
No, sir.
Why? Why you think it's not correct?
This data go to another page and
Yes.
one is the
Correct. You see, now all the data is in different page. So you cannot read the data, you cannot compare and see exactly what you want, right? So here there are a lot of options available. Okay, first method I will show you, and then later I will also show you another method. Okay, so this is called, okay, first I teach you this. You see here, this is called landscape orientation. You click on this, there is portrait. Beside you see the picture, you can understand. Portrait means the length is longer, width is shorter, like a books. Landscape is like the signage. Horizontal is big, the length is shorter. You see this picture, you can understand. So you now change to portrait, is even worse. You see here, portrait is even worse. So now you can decide how to look what kind of document you want. I want a landscape, so I can change. Next is, this is the paper type. Usually we use A4 and A3 commonly in Office. There are a lot of options here, but usually you use either A4 or A6, A3. Okay, you use either A4 or A3. This is the commonly used size in Office. So just keep this in mind. A3 means it's a bigger sheet of paper. Okay, I just choose A3 now. You see, it's too big. The paper is wasted. So I can just choose A4. I keep landscape. Okay. Now scaling. Scale means, I think most of you understand scaling, right? Is the ratio, how you want to print. When there is no scaling, it means that it prints exactly like what is in the document. But if you want, you can reduce this fit sheet on one page. Can you see what is happening? All the information is fitted to one paper. Okay, I don't want this, it's too small. I can say fit all columns in one page. So what is happening now? This is good, because in the first place, the 5 p.m. information was in the other page, right? Remember? But now only it fits only the column. I give fit all rows in one page is also not nice. So I don't do anything. I go to no scaling. You click here, there's a custom scaling options. Click on the custom scaling options. Now you have the options here. Adjust to how many percentage of the size. So maybe I try this. Maybe I want 90%. Now let me look at the preview. Okay, first page is January. All the information is here. Okay. I go to February. Also, I have all the informations here. Is this looking better? Is it, do you think this is okay? Now can we print?
no sir, no sir.
Why?
Because the both side it's not same.
Okay. Okay, that's a good observation. But looking at the data compared to the last time, where column, rows are all in different pages, do you think now is okay? All the information in the same page is better than before?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Okay, so this you can do one method. Okay, so keep this in mind. If not, okay, I remove this. I change this to 100 back. So it's back to the original conditions. So this is one method. Okay. So now go back. Okay. There's another trick you can learn. You go to the view option. View tab. The view tab, you see, normal is highlighted. You're seeing in the normal way. Okay. Here you click the page break preview. Okay. You see here the dotted line. This is where the printer actually prints in the next page. You see here 3 pages. So you just go here. When you go nearby, you can see a double side arrow. Your pointer mouse becomes a double arrowed pointer. So you just drag this, drop here. You see here automatically, you see first here, this is page 1, this is page 2, this is page 3. Now I'm just dragging this. It becomes page 1, page 2. Now I go to file, I go to file, yes, print. You can see page 1 is January, page 2 is February. So this method is also possible. Okay, so this is the second method that you can use. Let me repeat one more time. Go to the view tab and select the page break preview. You see now I select this like here. See, I have a lot of information missing. So you have to place it exactly correctly. So this is one method. Okay. So now going back to the print. Okay. Now our friend highlighted the gap is not uniform. So how do we change this? You can go to the page layout. You go to the margins. Right. You can actually do here, or you can do in the file print preview. You do file print preview is easy because you can see here the adjustment. You want to change to normal. This is the normal print, because you need to decide whether you want more space in the left or you more space in the top, whether you want to put spiral binding, or you want to just use a stapler pin, or you use a paper clip. So according to your how you want to use the paper, you need to decide how much space you need in each side. Okay. You want narrow, you click this, computer tries to arrange. You want wide, but you will see when you put wide, automatically the setting is disturbed. You see the number of pages become 8. You see everything is disturbed. So you try to adjust this according to the need. If you think you want a custom margin, you can change here. Okay, you click to custom here. Go to margin, custom margin. You can see here, you can adjust each side. What is the size you want? You want to change how big you want the header to be. I want the header to be so big. You see here, automatically the arrow comes down because your header is taking a lot of space. You want the footer, how big, you also can choose here. And same way, your left and right margin, you can also adjust here. Top side, how much space, header, how much space. Sorry, this is the header actually. This is the footer. This is the top and bottom margin, not the header. Header and footer is here. Okay. You see now there's another options. Whether how you want the data to be centered. I want this to be, initially there is nothing marked. So the data is like this. I want it to be horizontally centered. So the space between the left side, right side of the data try to be adjusted. Now I want it to be vertically. Okay. So this is one method. Okay. You can also do the same settings here. The page layout. You go to margin, you see the same options. Page orientation, portrait or landscape, you can change here. Size of the paper selection also you can do here. Okay. View, you can go and change back to normal. You will have the normal view. So far, any doubts? Anyone?
Sir, the website want to how to print if you need them
Which one?
printing the like you front and back how to printing.
Both side, two side.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that I will cover in the next topic. Okay, I'll just wait for a while, pause for a while for assistant to take attendance.
Okay. Sir.
Just wait. Okay, so let's continue now. Okay, I will show that how to print the double side. Okay, so first, let me explain this part one more time. Okay, so you can go to print. You see here, there's a print one side. Can you see this? Print one-sided. So when you click this, you can choose print on both sides. So there are two options here: print on both sides, flip on long edge, flip on short edge. So this one is like, you can see the picture here, how you want to turn the paper. You want to flip it using the long side, you will have the print like this. If you use this, actually will be the reverse printing. So it's a bit complicated. So usually we choose print on both sides, flip pages on long edge. This is the standard double side option usually we print. Okay. So you click this. When you click this, you changes to print on both sides. Okay. Okay, so next I go back to here. Okay, so now I want to insert breaks, for example. Insert page break. So what is a page break? Remember, you saw the page break preview. This is the page break preview. This is called the break. You see here, where the page ends. Where is the boundary, right? So that is called the break. This is the break, and then beyond this is printed in the next page. Same way in the column side also. So how to insert the break? Of course, I first showed you the easy way. You can shift like this and you can set the break. Otherwise, you can just go to home. So view normal, go to page layout, breaks. Okay, for example, now I keep the option here and then insert break. So the break is inserted here. Now I select the column here insert page break. You see, the break is inserted. I go to view, page break view. You see, the break is created. So I can just adjust like this, or what do? I go to page layout. I reset all breaks. Remove all breaks. Everything will be removed. So easy way is you always come to page break preview. You come and adjust here how you want it to be printed. So this is the easiest method. Okay. If you go to the page layout, it's a bit challenging, but the easy way is to use the view, page break view. Keep it in this view so you can easily see where is the breaks. Okay. Okay. So now you saw how to print the document, right? So repeat again, go to print. You will see the number of copies. You have to choose the printer. You can choose single side or double side. Choose the paper size, paper direction, orientation, landscape or portrait. You can choose the paper size. You can do the margin here. Right? And then you can do the scale. Okay. Next, we can think is about how to do partial printout. Okay. Okay, so I have here 2 documents. I have January and February, all the information for January and February. Now I want to print only February. How can I do? Okay, first, let me show you 2 methods. First, okay, go to File, Print. You see, everything is totally very confusing. So what can we do now? Anybody can give me some idea? What can I change first? Any idea? Don't worry, anything wrong, no problem.
Sir, Mainuddin here.
Yes,
Can you repeat again the question?
okay, you see here, now I wanted to print these pages, right?
Okay.
But I go to File and Print. I see the preview. All the data is all in different pages. January, half of the data is missing. February is mixed out. So how do I change this? This is what we learned just a while ago, right? So how to change this to a correct format? What can we do? So first step, try to change the orientation. Change this to. So first step, you can do the first step. You see now is much better.
Yeah.
Because you are having more. Next, try to go to the view tab.
View tab.
Go to the page break.
Page break. Okay.
Okay. You can adjust the breaks, or remember this option that we also learned, scaling. Go to no scaling. Go to custom scaling option.
Okay.
Change this. Try whether it's able to fit in or not. Okay. And then maybe you can adjust the margin. You can try these different methods. There's no hard and fast rule, and there's no say that's one way to do this. You can try this in different methods. Okay, you see here, but this information is going to the other side. So you can just go to the view, page break view. Now just adjust this dotted line to this. So this becomes all in one page. And all this become in second page. So go to page layout, breaks, reset all breaks, remove page break. Like sometimes this kind of error comes. You can go to print. Okay. No scaling. Because when you want to adjust here, please make sure that here you don't choose any of these options, because if you choose this, then the computer will have some errors. So you need to choose this normally, then you can adjust here. So now you can see, I go to file, print. You see, now the page is clear, right? Okay, now the actual thing what we're going to learn is, I want to print the February data only. How can I print this? Okay, first method is easy one, because this, you know, now this is page 1, this is page 2, right? So you can just go to file, print. In the pages, you can just give pages 2 of 2. So when you do that, only that page will print. Page 2 of 2 will be, only the second page will print. The correct method is, there's another method. You go to view this, you can just set the normal print area. Okay, so now I want to print only February, right? You just go to page layout. Okay, you select this information. What information you want to print, you select. Okay, so I want to print up to here. I selected here. I go to the print page layout tab. I go to the page setup group. I go to print area. Click here. Set print area. Okay. Now I set the print area to be only February. Now I go to file, print. You see, it's showing only 1 of 1. That means only February can be printed now, because I selected the print area to be only February. Is it clear? Because I selected this. So if I don't want this, I want to reset, just go to clear print area. Now I go back to print again. I can print January and February together. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, so you can
No, sir.
select and print. Okay, so this is the next topic. Okay, another one interesting thing we have. Okay, now I have this sheet where I have March, April, May, June, March, April, May, June data. Okay. So I want to go to File, Print, March. Okay. So how you know how this is selected? March, April, May, June. You see here, go to the page layout, page setup, click the dialog box launcher here. There's a sheet. Go to this sheet, click here. You see here, there is a option, page order, how to go. First, go down this way, then go this way. So if you see here, first is March, then the next page comes to April. And then here, okay, there is no data. So it goes again back to May and come to June. What if I change the setting now? Okay, before I change the setting, I show you one more time. File, print. Now the print preview is March. Next is April. Next is May. Next is June, correct? Okay, let me show you to change by changing the setup setting, how it changes. I go to the page setup, page layout tab, page setup group, click the dialog box launcher to click the sheet. Now I click this over and then down. You see, computer will go to the this page, then go to the next page, then this page, this page. I click the print preview here. First page is March. Now is May. Now will be April. Next is June. You see, the order has changed because I changed the setting. So this is also useful for you. Sometimes maybe your data, you can choose which one is first printed out. So you can change here. Okay. Any doubts on this? If no doubts, then okay, I go to the next one. Print charts. Okay, so now I have this information. So I want to go and print. So again, the data is totally not correct. Maybe I change the portrait. Okay, this looks nice, but I just want the chart. How do I do that? So it's very easy. You just go select the chart, go to the print. You see here, automatically it changes print selected chart. And you can see that only the chart is in a big paper. So this is very nice, right? You want to print the chart and show to display in the notice board or keep this as a separate page in the report. You can select the chart in this manner. So this is one method. Okay. So this is how you need to select the chart. Okay. Okay, just give me a second. So this will be the material that I will give to you. So we learned about how to select the header, footer, how to prepare the charts. Okay, so this we have learned. How to insert a picture in the header, I showed you. How to change the size, I showed you. Margin adjustments, we learned about this. How to fit the pages into one sheet, we have learned. How to change the landscape and portrait, we learned. How to do the scaling during printout, we have learned. How to add a page break, we learned. How to remove it, we have covered this. How to print the worksheets, this we have gone through in detail. There may be some additional informations that you can just read through for your knowledge. I have kept in this document. We have learned about how to do the over, then, and down. How to set the print area. This also has been done. How to center it. We have learned this. And then print charts we have seen. So basically we have covered the topics for today. And in this document, the last page is the homework as usual. Okay, for your information, today the lesson I teach using the homework file only. Okay, so it should be much easy for you when you do the homework. Okay, so the question here is the same. You go, the file that you will use is exactly the same file that I did today. Okay, so you can go and do the homework in this file. Okay. Any doubts for anybody? Anybody? We are coming to the end of the class today.
No, sir. About exam, sir. Exam is next month, is it?
Yes, just give me a second. Let me
So-
share.